Okay, Hannah, are you ready? You ready for the new,
suck.
our brand new intro theme song we're debuting right before Go Fest? Are you ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Way down upon the Kana River. Come on, Hannah.
Where the power plants play.
Come on.
All is in that river.
And giant catfish that will eat you all day.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Pokemon After Darkrai. This is a no-holds-barred, no-nothing podcast. We're talking about Pokemon. Hurt the ones we love, baby. My name is Bret. That one is Hannah. Hannah, say hi.
Hi, Hannah.
And rejoining us, checking in, getting his recertification done, is Wayne from the Florida Man on Florida Man podcast. Excuse me. Wayne, it's so good to see you again. Welcome back.
Dude, it's been too long. I missed you both.
Too long. You know, we did mail you your permanent cast member card for After Darkrai.
Yes.
You just happen to be busy every time we record up until now.
That is true. But I do wear that to bed. I put it on the lanyard.
That means a lot to me.
It's around my heart.
Wayne, my first question for you before we start the show proper is a very important one. Podcasts, for me, and I'm sure they are for you, are very near and dear to our hearts. Like, we do this thing not for a living, but because we love to.
Right.
And that comes through when you do the show, your show. I don't know what comes through when I do my show. So that leads me to a very serious question, Wayne, and that is, how do podcast?
How do podcasts?
How do you do a podcast? Because I've been doing this for a long time and I'm still not sure how.
Accidentally. Most of the time. No, I think our show's easy because it's low hanging fruit. You know, we discuss Florida Man stuff in Florida. So it's the content's baked in, so are the people. You know, we're all best friends. So it's just like hanging out.
So our low hanging fruit is just Pokemon then. So we're on the right track, Hannah.
We are. We're there.
We're like, let's just bullshit and cuss for a couple hours, and then we'll just beat a Pokédex entry and call it.
This is why we get along, man. This is why we get along so well.
This is the section of the show where we do a little catch up. Hannah, it's been a few weeks since you've been on the show. Nobody cares what I ever do because I'm on every episode. But
yeah, everybody knows every little thing about your life.
I know. So before we get into you, Hannah, and then come back to our illustrious guest, Wayne, who looks very handsome sporting that hat.
Thank you so much.
We got to get to the hats, but we will in a second. So I would like to take this time to formally announce my retirement from the recreational activity of running. It's bullshit. I hate it. And getting old is terrible. I literally went for a run before this recording. I have not
95-degree heat.
It was a trail run, so I was under the lovely shade of Mother Nature herself, underneath Mother Nature's bosom, as it were. And
well, I know Wayne knows the Florida weather, and Florida weather sucks. It is so hot here today. It is insane.
I love it. It's fine. Compared to New Orleans level humidity, it's a piece of cake. But so I took approximately 10 to 15 steps before my nearly 37-year-old ankle decided to buckle underneath my immense weight and just shatter into 100 tiny little bits. So if you walk your dog in the city park near where I live, be on the lookout for shards of my ankle. Don't let them step on them because they are sharp and they are everywhere. And I managed to limp to an unsatisfactory finish, to say the least. And I finished off the day with saying, I am a worthless sack of shit. Let's go do a podcast, baby. Hannah, how have you been?
Not too bad.
Yeah?
I switched sides. I'm in a different hospital now.
Oh, I thought you was going to say you were a Republican.
Never.
I switched.
I did vote. I did vote in my primary. So
congratulations.
Incredible.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I made my husband do it too.
That'd be really funny if you said I switched sides and this is how your husband found out. I have a girlfriend and we're eloping.
Thanks for tuning in, honey.
So happy
What
Pride
was it,
Month.
Wayne? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Wayne.
No. I was saying thanks for tuning in, honey. I'm sorry you got to find out this way.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry to all of our significant others. I'm sorry you had to find out this way, but we've decided to switch teams. Me and Wayne are going to make out after this recording.
As Republicans.
Oh,
there it is.
Yeah, so tomorrow, as of this dropping, happy Pride Month to all our friends and family out there.
Absolutely.
We love you. We're not in love with you, but maybe we are. Who knows? But yeah, we wish you all the best and have a great celebration all month long and stretch that baby out into the year. Hannah?
And
Wow.
forever.
Hannah?
Yes. I'm totally
Wayne,
game.
Wayne, you're totally gay.
Game.
Game?
Game.
Wayne, how have you been, man? It's been far too long. What have you been up to?
Fantastic. Been really good, man. Just honestly, we opened up a new studio one town over from where we were.
We see
the
that you're
last
in the
time we
new
spoke.
studio on the green couch.
Yeah, the big green couch, man. It's been nice. We launched the Spanish language version of our show back in January, and I think when this show airs, we will be a week away from launching the children's version of our show.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
you
We've
definitely heard the kid cast from after Darkrai, our first family-friendly episodes that we did. Is that right? That you're inspired?
It's very that is the inspiration there.
Inspired.
We are inspirated, man. No, honestly, dude, like it's funny. We I don't think I realized the amount of effort that's going to go into it. And now we're second guessing everything.
Yeah.
Is this okay for kids? Like, do kids like this?
Can I ask you a question? Do
Sure.
you have kids on the show?
Yeah, we do. So our host is a wonderful lady named Maddie, and she's just great with kids. And so we do have kids make guest appearances, but it's mostly just her telling stories and singing songs and playing games and stuff. But we do have our own children. We put them to work.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Child labor. Yeah.
well, we do follow the union laws. Pay them the bare minimum.
That's right. A
Well,
bag of gummy worms.
If they're your own kids, do you have to pay them though?
Well, we pay them, but it goes into our account.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah,
To
so
invest. This is an
100%.
investment for your future.
they're never going to see the money.
Hey, maybe they can get in the SAG.
They could,
Backdoor
honestly,
in the
dude.
SAG, yeah.
Yeah, they could.
Yeah.
No, things have been going really well, man. I'm excited to be here. Like, this honestly is just fun for me. I love talking to you both, and your show's amazing. So
Oh
I've been
gosh.
looking forward to this.
Look at his sweet lying face. I love it so much.
This is truth, bro. This is truth.
You recently reached out to me and you said you got something very sparkly and legendary.
I did. I did. I mean, look, can I show the camera? Is that possible?
Sure, show the camera.
Yeah, this bad boy, I got a shiny Landorus.
Shiny Land Genie. Oh, the
Nice.
the big cat version.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I'm 90 days into this run at Pokemon Go, and so I'm still learning. So a lot of my friends have been playing since launch, and so I'm catching up. But then we were doing a raid, and that one popped out, and I wasn't even quite sure that it was shiny, and everyone around me got angry at me.
That's about how it goes. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, "What did I do?" And they're like, "It's a
he didn't even know. He doesn't even deserve
it." You don't appreciate that.
Yeah.
But
when
I
was a kid, we had to walk 10 miles
exactly
barefooted for our shiny Pokemon.
These kids are just giving shinies.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I love it, man. That was I think I sent that to you last week. I was ecstatic.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So real quick, dear listener, pause the podcast, go back to last week to our mega guide to Pokemon Go Fest 2022. Give that a listen if you haven't already, because next week is Pokemon Go Fest, the biggest event of the year for that game we all play. We love to hate it. We hate to love it. And we have a legitimate, Hannah, believe it or not, I see the judgment upon your very, very face. It is a legitimate guide, and it is no way tainted by my comedy bullshit. Professor Rahaze is on it, and as everyone know, he's a level 50 boss. He does like 30 raids a week. He's a fucking
Did you see how
madman.
many water Pokemon he caught?
No, Britt, I do not doubt it. He's like easily the most pro person that we know in the game.
Just take a guess.
I'm gonna guess 3,000. Wayne, what do you want?
Well,
do you want to
okay.
guess?
I mean, I don't know.
Throw a number out
based
there.
on my friends, I'm gonna say he caught 475.
Okay, Hannah.
Well, Bret was way too high. Wayne,
Oh.
you need to go a little higher. 1,732.
That's still a lot.
That's insane.
I
Still a
know.
lot. And that's
I
just
love-
water type too.
Yeah, I love how the game kind of low-key shames you, because I was actually sick. I was homesick for 3 days, and so I sign in and it shows me how many all my friends have caught.
Mhm.
And then it's like, you've caught
Mhm.
one in your backyard, you piece of crap. And I'm like, I've been sick.
Hey, golf rules, you're winning.
I know.
So
But-
I would personally look at that very low number that I had and been like, yep, that just means that I'm winning.
Yeah, I'm doing well.
I'm a wiener. Hannah, what do I
doing-
got? Look on there for me.
You have 81.
Oh, that's more
Come
than I
on.
thought, actually.
I have 66.
Oh, okay. So Hannah's beating me. I got to do better.
Well, I would have.
Now, can I ask you guys, do you play like out and about, like whenever you're already going somewhere, or is it like a concentrated effort? Like, hey, I'm going to go play Pokemon Go, or is it just kind of
it
alongside
kind of-
your life?
It kind of depends. I no longer go out specifically just to play Pokemon Go.
Okay.
Usually, it
Unless
was-
there's events.
well, yes, I'll still play events like community days. I'll still do that. But usually it'd be like, oh, like this new Pokemon came out and I have to commute to work, so I'll leave an extra half an hour and stop by a park somewhere and play for a little bit.
Right.
Or on the way home from work, I'll stop and play somewhere for a little bit. Something along those lines.
Sure.
Because my previous position was a place where there was no Pokestops and no Pokemon ever, so it's kind of a bummer. My current position, I work from home, so it's kind of the same problem. Like, I don't have a Pokestop at my house,
Right.
so I'm just kind of stuck on the couch, like working all day. Like, so like when I walk the dog, I'll fire the game up. I'll spin my Pokestops. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm reduced to at this point. Hannah?
So every morning, I have my cup of coffee. I open up Pokemon Go.
And when you wake up,
I
and
do.
you put
And
on
I
your
wake
makeup.
up my buddy. I do a field request
You have
or
some coffee
field
and you wake
research.
up your butt. E.
My buddy.
Sorry,
yeah, my little buddy.
I'm a lightweight. This moonshine has really got to me. I had some old smoky moonshine that's been in the fridge for about 2 years.
Ugh.
Yeah, man. Been
Anyway,
hard.
so I'll wake my buddy up because you get hearts with your buddy. So the more hearts you get with your buddy, he can become your best buddy, and you get special stats with that.
Uh-huh.
So usually it takes about 30 to 35 days. So then I leave the game up, and at work I will periodically check. At my new job, I have 2 gyms and 3 Pokestops within my vicinity.
No
you
way.
you work in
Yeah.
a hospital, so
I do work in a hospital
that's a thing.
in a big town. So, and I'll check, like if I have time in between patients, I'll just open it up and see what's around and catch some Pokemon. And
Now, if you're stationary at work, can you reach those gyms and Pokestops?
yeah, from where I'm at in my department, I can, but I do
That's
a lot of
incredible.
walking.
Okay.
One department's on one end, one department's on the other. I go upstairs. Yeah, so I get at least 3 to 6 kilometers a day. So I also
No
walk.
way.
Yeah.
At my old job, I used to walk like 10 miles a day. But now
Yeah.
I'm like, it's like the exact opposite where I'm walking no miles a day.
I'm in the same way. If I get any kind of like walk a kilometer, I just trash it. I can't do it. I'm never gonna get those rewards.
So
It
go
does
ahead, Hannah.
take a lot of hard work. There's only been a couple of times that I got 50 kilometers, but I was running pretty frequently. I mean, it's hard. Some people do it every week. They get 50 to 100 kilometers. So they must just be actively going out and
Yeah.
making that conscious decision. But no, every morning I will drink my coffee and open up Pokemon,
Every
and
morning
just
I wake
go
up.
from there.
Then I
Literally.
drink my coffee in my butt. Okay, all right, here we go. Here's the weekly thing that we got going on as of what? It's been 6 weeks we've been doing this or something. Here we go. Tell me if you can hear this. And Wayne, don't judge me because I know you do a professional podcast with good audio quality. The fact that this is so ramshackle and fucking horrible is kind of the point.
No,
All
no,
Here we
I
go.
love
Here we
it.
go. Here we go. Tell me if you guys can hear this.
Bret's Heart Buddy Update 2022-2022.
That's right. Brett's Buddy Heart Update 2022. 2022. God, I love titles that are way too long. So as everyone knows, pretty much every single week I forget. So the Apex Legends Challenge special research requires you to get at least one buddy heart every single day for 30 days. And every single fucking week, I keep fucking forgetting. And excuse my language, Wayne, for all of your Florida men listeners who are used to such a fantastic.
You're way good, dude.
Yeah, we don't censor. Sorry, I should have said at the top of the show. Hi, welcome, Florida men listeners. We cuss a lot. We cuss a lot, and we bring up dolphins a lot too. But don't ask Hannah about that because he can't get away from it. Don't elaborate, Hannah.
I wasn't
stop.
going there. So,
Stop. You cannot
Wayne, how
bring
many
up the dolphins.
special researches do you have going right now? Because
So,
there's a lot to catch up on.
No, I'm a fucking pro. What are you talking about? Like I got
was
two
talking to
going
Wayne.
on. Oh,
Wayne says, he says he's been playing for like the last 90 days.
He's like, how dare you?
yeah.
Right now, I've actually been crushing them. I've been consciously going through and trying to complete them. So I'm pulling it up. Let me 1 second. Special, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8.
So Hannah, I'm pleased to announce that for my Buddy Heart update, I'm up to a new record, 18. 18 days straight, I remembered to give my buddy a fucking heart.
No way.
So
You have to feed them. That's what I call it.
it's like
Tamagotchis.
But here's the thing. I'm going to have the one day where the kids have like double baseball games and my girlfriend needs me to go do something. Oh shit, I forgot my dry cleaning again. See? Like tomorrow I'm going to go get my dry cleaning and forget to play Pokemon Go, and then that's when I'm going to get screwed.
See, this is why you wake up, you have your cup of coffee,
and then you put on your makeup,
and then you don't have kids, and you sit down and drink your coffee and pull up Pokemon.
Now, what as an amateur, is there what is the bonus for the consistency of feeding the buddy? Is it just a challenge to do it, or do you receive something?
Yeah, so the Apex challenge requires you to give your buddy a treat every day.
This is a special research that we got from the Johto tour. Event that happened earlier. Was it earlier in the year? Yeah, well, it was earlier in the year. I'm drunk. Leave me alone.
Like a couple months ago.
It wasn't in the fucking future, Brett. What are you thinking? Yeah, so like it's like step 2 of 4 of the Apex challenge.
But also
kicking my ass.
To get hearts for walking with your buddy, you have to give it a treat every day. So essentially you're waking it up. That's why I call it, you wake it up and feed it. It's like a Tamagotchi.
I'm looking at I don't think I was playing when that launched, so I don't have that challenge. Is it really 50 kilometers? Is that what it is, like, to complete it? Or
oh no, that's
a different challenge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can do that at your leisure, right? Like eventually you will walk 50 kilometers.
Yeah.
Right.
Someday.
Okay.
Someday.
Yeah.
Unless you're me. I retired from running, so my ass ain't moving anywhere.
Well,
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, dude, I was trying to run for a bit, and then my wife was like, "No, you need to just switch to swimming. It's gonna be better on your ankles and your knees." And then I tried that for a little bit, and I was getting even faster. So I was getting tired, and I was like, the difference is if I get too tired here, I'm going to drown and I'll die. If I just stick to running, at least I can just walk and give up and walk back home. You know what I mean? Like,
I like to think of drowning as just a way to like leisurely float on top of the water. It's kind of think of it as like a permanent relaxation session.
Yeah, exactly.
So real quick here, Wayne, to back way up. When we originally wanted to get with you guys and do like a bit of a crossover,
right.
It's because we heard Josh talk about Pokemon Go and his gang of children from some random
his accidental youth group.
Yeah, his accidental youth group. Yes.
Yeah, right.
And then since then you have played Pokemon Go. Now I would like to personally take credit for you playing Pokemon Go. Can we do that officially?
100%, dude.
Sweet. Then
100%.
Can we also officially declare Pokemon Go war upon Josh? Because
I will say this, he's been playing, bro, more than me.
So Wayne, you're now on Team Darkrai.
Yes, I am.
Hannah, I guess technically you have to be. You can't switch. Oh no, you're gonna switch to Team Florida Man, aren't you? Oh shit!
Look at that.
Traitorisms.
Look
All
at
right,
that.
Wayne,
I don't
me
know.
and you are gonna have to put Josh and Hannah down.
Bro, we got it, man.
So
we got it.
down the gauntlet has been laid. Wayne, me and you are gonna go someday. Someday we'll plan it for someday. Someday, me and you tag team ladder match versus Hannah and Josh. What do you think? In Pokemon
I'm so
Go?
confident. I am unbelievably confident.
A bird literally just smashed into my window. If that's not a portent of doom, Josh, Wayne, I don't fucking know what it is. A bird literally just smashed it into my fucking office window. What the hell? That is like some straight.
I hate it.
It's a sign from Josh, man. He's coming for us.
Josh sent a carrier
He's
pigeon
coming for us.
in advance. Maybe it's my Hogwarts owl. Just couldn't get in. Hannah, you talk for a while. I can't.
That's so good.
Oh
I
my
swear,
god.
I'm not making that up. A bird just smashed into
No,
my
I
fucking window.
believe you.
I wish the ding could have been picked up on the mic. I hope it is. But
It wasn't.
oh,
Yeah, it is kind of ominous when they I've had several birds run
Oh,
into
so
our
cute.
windows in our back room, and it does scare me. Like, it happened I think a couple times, twice in a month, and I asked my husband, I'm like, do we need to move? Is our house
Yeah.
haunted?
You're at a
Hannah.
weird center point in gravity where all the birds are attracted.
Yeah.
Wayne, I have a backup plan. If we lose, we can just like say that it was for the
Charity.
and ease of the tension between the states. You know, me and Hannah are
That's
from West
it.
Virginia, you guys are
That's
from
right.
Florida, so like obviously clearly there's a rivalry that we
I thought of you. I thought of you both the other day. Someone said to me that California was our weird cousin, and I go, "Yeah, I can see that." And then they corrected themselves, and they go, "Actually, you know what? I think West Virginia's your weird cousin." And I'm like, "I think so.
I would
I
agree
think,
with that.
yeah, we're closer aligned."
Geographically, probably California because they have things like beaches,
Well, and do you know how
recreational
many-
activities.
There's so many people from West Virginia that are snowbirds. Like,
Yeah.
so many.
Yeah.
And
Also, Hannah, not to
Yeah.
interrupt you too much, but I just want to
Mhm.
say there's so many people from West Virginia that are just batshit insane. That just cannot be contained in one state alone. That just like do stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if at least 20% of Florida Man headlines are people that have some connection in some way to West Virginia.
Trickle down. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I think so. In fact, if we were to do is this Florida Man or is this West Virginia Man competition,
we did last time. Go
Right,
look at
yeah.
Wayne's last
Mhm.
episode.
that was
the-
difficult.
The what was it, Hannah? Dragonite. It was the Dragonite episode.
Yeah.
Go check that out. About a year.
what
ago.
number is that, Brett?
Fuck me. I don't know. I mean, I can look it up if you want to vamp. Hey, Hannah, fuck you. I was listening to another podcast and they said, hey, vamp while I look this up. It's a real thing. I don't care what the dictionary says.
Well, we can also, like, that'd be a good segue into what I have.
Okay.
Or unless you had something planned.
Is it a good segue if you announce that it's a good segue? I would like to announce a good segue into our latest
Well,
feature.
well, let's put.
Hannah, go ahead.
We'll
take
edit
the
here.
reins, please. No, we
Okay.
ain't edit. I don't. You know me by now. Okay, so here's the thing. Wayne is on a successful good podcast. Brett
And
is on
Brett
a bad
doesn't
shitty
stop
podcast.
talking.
One
or
edits and
interrupting
one
people.
doesn't.
There he goes. Another bird just hit the window, Hannah.
That was his Hogwarts owl.
Honestly,
Oh.
how depressing would that be? You wait your whole life for your Hogwarts owl, and it hits the window and just plummets, and you're like, I think that was it.
That would be pretty depressing.
Yeah,
Mine got
And-
sucked into a fucking jet engine.
I'm still
A
waiting on
bad
mine
sign.
too, man.
Okay. So
ahead.
Milton, West Virginia. It is in Cabell County. It is just off the I-64 exit.
Oh, wait. Hannah. Before you get into your before you get in, I'm so sorry. I just remembered what you're doing. So Wayne, we love your show so much that we've decided to just basically steal your content and
I love it. That's fine.
Your show, but after Darkrai style. So AKA lazy and bad. But Hannah, we got to do the you know the music in between segments.
That's why I said hold on, let me get my recorder out.
This is my favorite transition ever.
Yeah. All right, go.
So do I have to start all over?
Yes.
Okay. So Milton, West Virginia, it is located. You forget that I do know where you live, right? And I know your
mom. I wish you'd visit me, but you never do. Hi, Mom. Imagine Dragon Knights with Wayne from Florida Man on Florida Man, episode number 149.
What a title! What a title! So
that
good.
When was that? Don't quiz me. March 16th, 2021. Go catch it,
dude. Almost, yeah. I mean, like almost exactly a year ago.
Yeah, man.
14 months.
We have pretty good timing.
Yeah. It's our anniversary.
Our
1 year anniversary.
Aww.
Come on.
That's what we'll do is we'll give Hannah's hand in marriage to one of the Florida men boys, and that way we won't have a West Virginia Florida feud. We'll have a union. So we'll be Northern Florida, and you guys can be Southern West Virginia.
Except there's one problem there. I'm already married.
I mean, it's 2022. Hannah. Love is love. And
you're describing a legal speed bump. That's all.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we going to let the law dictate how we love and who we love and how many people we love simultaneously? Fuck that.
Well, we're in West Virginia, not Utah. So
true.
This Shots is fired. Love not based on the patriarchy. Thank you very much. Do you think a woman in Utah can marry like 10 dudes and to be okay? Do you think they'd let that happen?
Probably not.
They'd be like, wait a minute. They'd be like, wait a minute. We didn't really think this through.
We didn't expect you to do that.
Oh, wow.
That would be some shakeup, though.
This is a wrench in the gears. Hannah, I think we should try it.
I'm good.
Honestly, it would be stunt. It would be an interesting form of activism just to see what they would do.
Hannah,
yeah, it would be.
You can, if you can make your husband eat his vegetables, you can make him fucking go to Utah and marry a bunch of men. Brother husbands.
What that show's called? Sister Wives, right?
Yeah, brother husbands.
That's a heck of a spinoff, man. Honestly, that's just like basically like The Bachelorette, right? I mean, like the difference between those shows is when it's one female and like 30 dudes, is there's just a lot more violence. They just fight like every episode.
That's what happens when you have 10 kids in one house, regardless of who the parents actually are.
Right.
They'll drive you fucking batshit crazy, I bet. Hannah, I'm so sorry that I derailed at least a third time. Please continue with something
just used
about
to it.
Milton, something. Are you? Because, never mind.
Okay, so Milton, West Virginia is located in Cabell County. It's just off I-64. It was founded in September 16, 1876. It is a small town of 2,464 according to the 2020 census. It was named after Milton Reese, which was the original owner of the town site. So we actually live very close to Milton. It is like literally 30 minutes up the road from us. I drive by it every day. It has the Blinko Glass Company. I don't know if you've ever heard of Blinko Glass.
Is that the place with the signs? It's like glass factory tours or some shit? Okay.
I actually saw some Blinko Glass when we were in Oak Island, North Carolina.
Blinko Glass. I mean, as far as company names go, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's Bret's gonna love this. It is mouth blown and hand cast architectural glass pieces.
You're setting them up. You're setting them up with that.
Why would I like that, Hannah? Please explain
I knew you would. Yeah.
Please explain to me why I would like that.
It has been done for more than 100 years.
I'm used to being mouth blown for approximately 100 years, so that tracks.
Okay.
I'm
It's
very
the
old.
It's also the home of the West Virginia Pumpkin
They call
Festival.
my dick the fountain of youth.
Oh God.
The Pumpkin Festival?
They suck it out like a fucking water hose.
Bret, there's the West Virginia Pumpkin Festival. It is the first weekend of October. More than 40,000 people attend, which is roughly the 16 times the average population.
That's Wayne. That's where you bring your cousin and then you pump kin.
No, you know what? Honestly, though, I thought you said the Bumpkin Festival, and I was like, no, dude, they're leaning into it, man. They're leaning into that.
Wayne, have you heard of this new invention? We just found out about it. It's called shoes. It's like rubber blocks for your feet.
Sounds uncomfortable.
They protect you from thistles, apparently. So and gravel. So
yeah, I can run faster without them.
Me too. In the holler. Hannah, continue.
Milton also hosts the county fair of Cabell County. Do you guys have like county fairs in Florida?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
And they do vary depending on where you're at in the state, but we've got one near us that used to be called I think it was the Hillsborough County Festival, and then they changed it a couple of decades ago to the Strawberry Festival.
Oh, we have one of those too.
Yeah, and you know why they named it that, right?
Why?
Because they grow strawberries there.
I
know. The marketing department's like, hear me out. What if we call it the Strawberry Festival? And everybody was like, yep, sounds good.
We do have a strawberry festival, but I can't remember exactly where it's at.
Do we? Or are you just making shit up?
No, I'm not making that up.
That's
I can't
my
remember
part of the
which county
show.
it's
I
in.
just make shit up.
But there is a Black Walnut Festival in Spencer, West Virginia every year.
How specific can we have Rusty like fucking bolt and screw festival or
the Mandarin Orange Festival?
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt there probably is one of those. Okay, so in the early 1900s, gas and oil were discovered in the area. The abundance of these important natural resources attracted such industries as Blenko Glass, which was established in 1921. Farms have historically dotted the region, and tobacco has been an important cash crop, which I don't think that's so much anymore. Timbering.
Tobacco?
Yeah.
You don't think that's an important cash crop?
Still? No, in Milton. Not in Milton.
Okay, maybe not in Milton. Okay, all right. Skepticism rescinded.
There's
Wayne, don't forget, I haven't forgotten about that hat. So
yeah,
we'll get to that. I know I've been bringing it up multiple times in the course of the show.
And there's a tie-in,
like a tease.
Yeah.
There's a tie into my ranting. Okay, so timbering was also an important early industry with the logs. They floated them down the Mud River to the sawmill. Some famous people out of Milton. Katie Lee, she's a food critic and also the former wife of Billy Joel.
I don't think that's allowed.
Wow.
I don't think you're allowed to be a food critic and famous. I don't think that's allowed. I think you can be a chef and be a food critic and be famous. I don't think you can just be a food critic because that's just a person that eats food. And we all do that.
It's kind of bougie, right? Like Wayne, I'm so famous, you're gonna love what I eat.
Yeah, Wayne, you just recently had the most delectable of Poppy Tarts. Like
we did.
You're a famous food critic now, as far as I'm concerned.
A professional Pop-Tart critic is what I call myself.
Yeah.
Which Pop-Tarts were they?
Oh, well,
hey, I'm a little behind.
You're gonna love it, honestly.
I know the one that won, I think, was the brown cinnamon, which was my nickname in high school. But I did the second place was the strawberry, ironically enough. And then there was some weird Eggo one that was like supposed to be Eggo waffle Pop-Tart. It was disgusting and embarrassing.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, it was not good. It. And I think there was like a blueberry, but yeah, the brown cinnamon sugar one was like everybody voted for that. It was incredible.
Really,
you should go to the Florida Men on Florida Man's YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels and just watch the video of these guys eating Pop-Tarts. It's so funny. My personal favorite is when Josh did his like baddie redemption. Hannah, I don't want to ruin it for you.
Okay.
But the last baddie that he had on, I laughed so hard I fucking cried.
So good.
It is so good. Go continue, Hannah. I almost called you
Okay.
Batty. Banna? Batty Hannah. You are a baddie.
You call Savannah Banna. Okay, so Philip Swann, he's also known professionally as Phil Swann. He's a singer, songwriter, actor, author, playwright, record producer, and he was raised in Milton. I have no idea what he was an actor in. Or do I?
Now is not the time. Continue. We gotta go. We got to go. Speed this
Oh,
up.
yeah, the one that keeps
Speed this up.
interrupting me. Okay. So there also is a Milton, Florida. It is in Santa Rosa County.
Wayne, have you ever been to Milton, Florida?
We actually just covered Santa Rosa County a couple episodes ago.
Oh.
So I'm interested to see where this is going.
So in the 2020 census, it had 10,197 population, which is 5 times that of Milton, West Virginia. The town was incorporated in 1844 and is the home of the Naval Air Station Whittingfield. It came into effect from the Florida Territorial Acts of 1844. There's a small village and it's all centered on the lumber industry. The settlement originally was known as Scratch Ankle because of the briars and bramble that grew in the area.
So a city in
Briar.
Florida was
Really?
called Scratch Ankle.
Yep.
I'm
Pretty
all
good.
about that. I'm all
Pretty
about
good.
that,
You
honestly.
can poach that for your show.
Yeah, can you imagine just walking along and you're like, my ankle?
If someone in that town does not have like tourist T-shirts that say like I went to Scratch Ankle and got my ankle scratched or something,
Right, yeah.
they're missing out on money.
Such a Florida name.
Yeah, I like it. Hannah, do you know what our hometown used to be called?
Nope.
Not as interesting as that, but it was Cole's Mouth.
Cold Mouth.
Really?
Yeah,
Because it's at the mouth of the Coal River.
you got it. Well, now everybody knows where we live. Fuck, we're fucked, Wayne.
Here come the cops.
Yeah.
Some
Shit.
famous people out of Milton, Florida. Dan Amos, he is the co-founder of ADtaK.
Affleck.
Mark Everett, he's a professional sprinter. He was a 1997 indoor champion. He was born in Milton and he graduated from Milton High School in 1986. And this one was my favorite because I literally, 2 days before I wrote this up, I watched Starship Troopers. Casper Van Dien, it was born in Milton, Florida.
Really?
Yes.
That's good to know, man. That's good to know because that movie is incredible.
It is. Yeah, we watched it not too long ago. And I was like, oh, I have to add that one.
Yeah.
So to tie us in together, there is a West Virginia Day that is held in Milton, Florida. And it is transplanted West Virginians who have moved to Florida.
Oh, like fucking Hydra, we're infiltrating.
Slowly but surely.
I challenge you, if you're from Florida and you moved from Florida to West Virginia, please get in touch with us on Twitter at After Darkrai. I want to hear from you so that I can alert the proper authorities.
A side switcher.
Yeah.
So this is on their website, which it looks like their website hasn't been updated in a little bit. I don't know if that's a COVID thing, if they haven't held it in the last couple of years. But it says, in the spirit of an old-fashioned church social or family reunion, the organizers ask that everyone bring a covered dish to share. Drinks will be provided, and we're working on some entertainment. Got a guitar, banjo, or fiddle? Let us know.
That's some hepatitis C waiting to
I
happen.
can't imagine sharing a bunch of food during COVID times being
No
a problem at all. Also, I
That's
can't
rough.
imagine that this is still happening because, like, how many do you think, like, West Virginians that are looking to move to Florida, like, see Milton on the map and go, oh, no brainer?
That's where my great grandpa went.
I figure they'd go to like Boca Raton or something. Did I say that right?
No, honestly, dude, I'm stressed out about the bring your own dish still. I think we just kind of breezed on past that. There was a city in Florida not too long ago that had a church social, like old timey thing, and someone left this is a true story, the egg salad out in the sun too long, and the entire congregation got hepatitis.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Yeah. Yeah, it was bad.
They got Hep B.
I don't
It's,
know. I don't know. It was one
I
of
bet
them.
it would be Hep B.
Yeah.
And actually, you get Hep B from fecal matter.
Wash
it's
your
from-
hands. That's
It's
the
from not
moral of
washing
the
your
story.
hands when you go to the bathroom,
Moral of the
and it can
story
be
is
contaminated
washing
in
your
food.
hands.
You
Yes.
heard it here first.
Yes.
Wash your
Wow.
hands.
So
Unfortunately, we had a really bad Hep B breakout like a couple years ago.
Oh.
who did?
It was before COVID.
you?
No,
Personally?
it was like in the area. We were getting lots of patients that had Hep B.
Really?
Yeah, so that's why it's important to wash your hands after you handle money, after you touch doorknobs, not just because of COVID, but
Right.
because you
Right.
don't know who out there is not washing their hands after they use the bathroom. Okay, so Brett, before we continue, Wayne, I have a quiz for you.
Oh my
Please.
gosh!
You guys
are big
really?
on
I was about to
quizzes?
cut us
Come
to a
on.
break, but holy shit! I'm
Okay.
shocked.
So here's a couple of West Virginia slang. What is a holler?
Brett.
No, Wayne.
Oh, Wayne.
This is for Wayne.
I thought we were buzzing in with our names.
Isn't that like it's a physical location, right? Like down in the holler,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a
In the
remote
rain.
area.
like a remote area. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Now this can be for both of you. Brett, if you want to
hang on, Hannah. Give me 1 second. You surprised me with this. So,
I mean, it's very small. It's not.
I know, but I mean, we might as well go all out. You know what I mean? So, Vamp. He's a miracle. Bow now, bow now. Hang on. I promise this
Oh
is
my
going
God.
somewhere. This is going to be totally worth it. I swear. Congratulations on answering that question correctly, Wayne. Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. Hannah, continue.
Really? Okay, so both of you can try to answer this because I don't know if Brett would know this one. What is a two-holer?
A two-holer.
Yeah.
And
it's not on Urban Dictionary. Like, don't look
It's a double barrel shotgun.
Nope.
Um,
Why are you Googling it? Stop Googling.
I am not Googling it. I'm actually getting. How do you spell the word eh?
You're getting Wayne missed the question noise.
All right, that's close enough. I was kind of going for a buzzer, like a bah, like Wayne was wrong. So we're going with that man screaming bloody murder.
Yeah, the
Okay,
murder
Brett.
sound.
Do you have an
Two-holer.
idea? Mm-hmm.
A two-holer is what you call your blushing bride to be.
No. It's an
hang on.
outhouse. I don't
Definitely
like
very
that one.
wrong. Okay.
Yeah. It's an outhouse that has two seats or holes.
Really?
Hmm.
So you have a big double wide outhouse.
Now, is it for two people or two
Yes.
different? Okay,
Two
gotcha,
people.
gotcha.
Okay, a double wide house. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, Wayne.
Okay.
Just so you know, nobody up here has a fucking outhouse anymore. So unless it's
Listen,
decorative.
I always assume the best because of how often people assume that we literally are just like a lawless swamp in Florida.
Mhm.
So I try to give my best foot forward to other states. And
Oh no,
just
you
assume-
have laws down there in the swamp. Just nobody listens.
No
to
one, yeah, no one listens to them. I assumed you guys had indoor plumbing.
Yes. Mostly, not
mostly.
not strictly, but some people
Brett,
have.
have you
thanks,
ever
Lauren.
used an outhouse?
I have not because
And a porta potty does not count.
porta potties do count because that's literally
No,
what they are.
it
They're
doesn't count.
outhouses.
Nope.
I have used
I have used an
and-
outhouse.
I've
I
used an
have.
outhouse and felt the desire to burn my entire body to a crisp. So,
Yep.
yeah.
When I was a kid, my dad's parents had this camp. It did not have indoor plumbing. Well, it did. We had a sink and the
Uh-huh.
shower was outside. So in the wintertime, showers were very cold.
Mhm.
Wow.
Why we were up at camp in the wintertime, I don't know. I grew up with indoor plumbing and I still have indoor plumbing in my house. But yes, the bathroom was an outhouse.
Wow.
It was a very remote cabin.
That's the sound of a shower outside.
Do you
In the
got any
winter.
more questions for us?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
What is a poke?
What is a poke? Like a polka dot?
Is it what you stir the fire with?
Nope. Brett. I don't like that one.
That's the buzzer sound for being wrong. I don't know what to tell you.
I still don't like it. A poke.
A poke. A poke is when you run over a deer and you poke it to see if it's still alive. We call that a poke.
No, it's a bag. Like, you
What kind of
take
bag?
your little satchel.
There you go. How is that?
Oh,
that?
wow.
You like that better?
That's worse. Yeah,
Worse
I guess
than
I have never called a poke a bag, but apparently it's a thing.
that's bullshit.
Probably
Really?
in the more
Bullshit
southern
on that.
counties.
Really?
All right.
Okay. What is a crick?
Oh, Wayne, you go first because I know this one.
It's like if you've got like a tight muscle or like a sore, right? I got a crick in my neck.
Brett, you want to answer?
A crick is another name, is slang for a creek,
Mhm.
a stream of small stream. of
Oh,
water.
okay. Kind of like
And-
hurricane, like hurricane.
Yes, exactly. A crick.
Yeah.
And you would catch crawdads in the crick.
Are we?
Wow.
Is that a question? What is a crawdad?
I didn't ask that, but
Wayne, do you know what a crawdad is?
I believe it's a shellfish. Yeah.
yeah, it's like a tiny crayfish,
It's a freshwater, basically a freshwater shrimp is what it is.
Yeah.
Hannah?
pretty much. Yep. Okay. One more. Have you ever heard of ramps?
Wait, who's
And
winning? What's the stakes? If I win, I
What is-
become Wayne, and I move to Florida, and I grow a sweet mustache, and I get
Come
all
on.
his entire hat collection, which we will bring up at some point, the Wayne McCarthy fashion line, which we will bring up, and we're getting to it. It's a tease.
The
then-
winner has to move to the loser's state, or is that more of a punishment?
Well, Wayne gets to move. If he wins, he gets to stay where he's at. So I guess. All right, Hannah, go ahead.
Okay, a ramp.
I-
What is a ramp?
I know this one.
I don't know.
You want to hazard a guess?
I will.
Guesstimate?
I'm gonna steer away from the obvious answer and say a ramp is a very mean drunk man. You'll ramp.
A ramp is a type of like vegetable. I believe
a
it's a type
wild-
of onion.
It's a wild onion.
Wow.
Bam!
Really?
Okay,
And-
in fairness, I'm from here, so the fact that I got two of them right isn't
Okay.
exactly fair.
So ramps are delicious. They are very pungent.
No, Wayne, don't let her
Yes.
lie to
No,
you. Ramps
they are
disgusting.
delicious.
You can smell them from 3 miles away.
You can.
Stay clear. They're
Really?
nasty.
You can.
Yes,
They are.
Are they actually classified as onions?
hmm
They
Okay.
are, but they're
And they're only in a season. So actually ramp season, I think, is pretty much over at the time of this recording. It starts early April is when they
Mhm.
start popping up. There is a restaurant close to us called Ridgeview Barbecue. They do a ramp burger, and
like
it
you
is
said
Really?
it's close to us, and I've never heard of it.
it's an institute. It's really good.
Anyway,
They
should
make
call
the
them-
best ramp burger.
they should call them cliffs because that's where I want to jump off of when I smell them. They're disgusting.
I mean, people will have little community gatherings, like at the community centers. They will do
Okay.
big dinners, ramp
when-
dinners.
when you-
It's an event.
When you say that it's like pungent, is it like in the cooking process or even afterwards?
In the cooking process.
Okay.
And then the eating. Yeah, your breath stinks.
So do you know how like if someone throws some fish in the oven, the house permeates with the smell of fish?
Right.
Imagine that your house is the entire earth, and that's what it smells, and then that's how pungent we're talking.
The surrounding area is just ramp smell.
Yes, you can. You know how like when you're driving your car on the highway and you drive past a dead skunk and you get a whiff of dead skunk,
Yes.
like even though
yes.
your windows are up, you still smell it.
Right. Right.
So it's like that, but times 10 with ramps. They are literally the most foul, satanic plant on the face of Earth. And if they were a Pokemon, I would put them in a fucking wood chipper. They're nasty and worthless. Hannah, great quiz, great job. We have to go to
That was so fun.
okay. we're going to a break.
Yeah,
So
okay.
enjoy this
Yay.
ad, this totally pre-recorded ad and not at all improvised ad for whatever the hell it is that it's going to be. Ready? Any second now. This show is brought to you by Snake Handling Legality. Do you have an issue handling your snakes in your God-given right, wherever the hell it is that you happen to live, anywhere other than West Virginia where you aren't allowed to handle snakes, but you want to anyway because you proclaim freedom of religion? Well, show your displeasure now by going to tpublic.com/user/poddog, where you can get the After Darkrai ADtaK&S Bret handler. What, Hannah? What's handler spelled backwards? How do you pronounce that?
Erdlihe.
Handler. Reldna. The ADtaK&S Reldna shirt featuring a spunky young Pokemon trainer that you foaming at the mouth with his eyes rolled in the back of his head, handling a pair of snaky snakes spelled backwards. So if you, as of 2018, there were 125 House of the Lord Jesus Church in Squire, West Virginia. 125 churches in one town.
They
Sounds
handled
impossible.
snakes.
They handled snakes. And if you're outside of the state of West Virginia, by all means, please come here, order a shirt, and show your defiance for your right to handle those serpenty boys. All proceeds will be donated directly into our wallets. Thank you so much. Hannah, you recently got one of those stickers, I think, that's currently at my house that I haven't given you yet. What do you think of that?
It's fantastic.
And
It's
Wayne, you recently handled a pile of serpents on, we should have recorded it for the show. That'd have been perfect. But what did you think about handling all those unrelated serpents?
I enjoyed it. It was like a religious experience. It was very special.
Right?
Very special.
So if you want to speak in tongues, drink poison, test yourself with fire, and handle serpents as a testimony of your faith, without having to actually handle real serpents, go to tpublic.com/user/poddog, or just look in the description below for the link tree, baby. We love you.
I feel like I could take a nap now.
And fade out.
It's so relaxing.
Yeah.
And we are back. Wow, what a great, totally pre-recorded ad that wasn't at all improvised for some bullshit. Boy, I hope past me got that address correct and didn't at all forget exactly what the fuck it was. But
Hey, I totally forgot about this.
Wait,
So
ooh.
I actually have a headline.
Oh
No way.
Yeah.
okay.
And-
by all means, we have to get to the Pokemon of the day, but go
I
ahead and fire that sucker off.
Well,
Wait.
it's
Wayne has
Okay.
a family, and we are keeping him from that family.
okay. And I
He
think
has
Josh,
to tell them about switching sides.
I think Josh will appreciate this.
Yeah.
He's not
And
listening.
this, I apologize. I'm several episodes behind, so this may have been covered by Cameron. A bobcat was seen and caught on camera that was eating Burmese python eggs.
Come on.
Where?
Asserting dominance.
Hmm
But where?
And there's actually footage on YouTube. It was in,
but where?
I said the Everglades.
Oh, I thought you
They're
meant
huge.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you meant in West Virginia, because I was gonna be like, holy shit, the most alarming thing about that is that we have fucking boas here. Because
No,
that's
this was
not a
in
thing.
Florida because they have
Okay.
a terrible python population.
It's an invasive species. Yeah, you can. I mean, walking down the the highway, and you'll see.
I thought you were gonna say the hallway of the studio.
It could be. It could be. Just massive snakes crawling through. Yeah, it's an everyday thing.
So literally the video, the snake was gone. They
Okay.
caught the bobcat because they have a video watching the snake to see how they reproduced, to try to get more information to see if they can, do something about the population, try to get it under control. And the bobcat ate some of the eggs. Well, then when he came back to get more eggs, the python was there, and he actually hit the python with his paw.
No way.
Yeah.
Gave him a boop on his snoot.
So
It's a sign of mutual
These-
respect when you.
yeah,
boop
these
someone on the
scientists
snoot.
are really hoping. They're like, maybe he'll go tell his friends. Now I'm totally kind of making this up. Maybe he'll go tell his friends, hey, these are delicious. We need to eat all these, and it would help bring the.
That is a real thing. You
Yep.
know, currently fish scientists, whatever they're called, are currently dealing with a huge issue with carp. Carp live forever. They're almost impossible to kill. They eat everything and they destroy natural vegetation when they root around for food. So really all you can do, you can't ever eradicate them. So really all you can do is kill as many of them as possible and give the surrounding environment time to adapt to the new presence. So that is a real thing. Like as pythons become more and more ingrained in Florida, the ecosystem around it will eventually adapt to their presence. But the problem is in the short-term interim, you know, the Florida ecosystem gets so overcome with a huge explosion of snakes that it's not capable. What are you smiling for? I'm talking about real thing. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to the Pokemon of the day.
I was like, Bret, PhD.
You know what? Just because I'm a goddamn comedy personality on a fucking podcast doesn't mean I don't enjoy serious sciencey things. How dare? And the Pokemon of the day is number 553. Hannah, do I even want to bother you to hazard a guess?
Snorlax.
Sure, Snorlax. It's Krookodile, the intimidation Pokemon. Krookodile evolves from Crocoroc starting at level 40, and it is the final form of Sandile. So let's back up and do Sandile. First of all, I did not do this on purpose. So
it feels a little bit.
Sure.
No, I did
Sure,
not.
he didn't do it on purpose.
I have never once like selected a Pokemon on purpose. But that doesn't sound right. You know what I'm trying to say.
You have integrity. Yes.
Sometimes we roll the Pokemon in advance of the show that we record. Specifically with segments like Ruin That Pokemon, where we have to write jokes, which is why we haven't done that segment in a long time because it requires effort. But how pleased was I when Krookodile came up for the Florida Man episode. Let's start with Sandile, shall we? Sandile.
Wayne, do you have a Sandile?
I don't, but I've got the evolved form.
Okay. So did you do a trade?
No, I stole it from a grunt.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A Sandile is the desert croc Pokemon. They live buried in the sands of the desert. The sun-warmed sands prevent their body temperature from dropping. It moves along below the sand surface, except for its nose and eyes. A dark membrane shields its eyes from the sun. It is small, but its legs and lower body are powerful, pushing sand aside as it goes. It moves through the desert as though it's swimming, and it burrows deep into the sand and sleeps until sunrise. It is often called the cleaner of the desert because it eats most things that have collapsed within the desert heat. It's kind of dark.
Yeah, it is.
It conceals itself in the sand and chomps down on the legs of any prey that unwarily walks over it. Its favorite food is trapinch. It submerges itself in sand and moves as it's swimming. We said that already. This wise behavior keeps its enemies from finding it, and it maintains its temperature at the same time.
Whoa.
Sandile's a super cute Pokemon. What a great Pokemon.
He is adorable.
No other Pokemon have the same type combination as Sandile or its evolved forms.
Really? Ground or dark?
Ground dark. That is correct. The next one, I'll do this one, Hannah, and then you can do Krookodile. How about that?
Okay.
Crocoroc is also the desert croc Pokemon and evolves at level 29 from Sandile. What?
You know, Crocoroc sounds like he should be on Dragon Ball Z.
You know what? Not even going to complain about that. They live in groups of a few individuals. Protective membranes shield their eyes from sandstorms. Its special membrane that covers its eyes can sense the heat of objects, so it can see its surroundings even in darkness. They can see in the dead of night, and they hunt in the dead of night without getting lost because they can see so good in the dark. They won't move much, however, and they get cold after sunset. So, fantastic, I guess.
You didn't read the most important part of that.
Which one? What did I miss?
The group is led by a female Crocoroc while the males gather food.
Where do you see that at?
It's under biology.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I mean,
Come
fuck
on.
patriarchy. We love our
Yeah.
ladies here.
Come on,
Except
incredible.
Hannah. Get Hannah out of here. She's too big for her britches.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I need to work on
you
that.
know what? Baby dinner's on the way. No other Pokemon have the same type combination. Crocoroc is the only Pokemon with a base stat total of 351, and almost all of its stats are 10 points higher than Sandile stats. The only exception is speed, which is just higher by 9 points. I don't know why that's fucking trivia. And it's based on a crocodile, believe it or not.
Ooh.
Hannah. And by the way, it's got an amazing shiny. I know he looks like he's wearing sunglasses, and his shiny kind of ruins that, so he's not like really wearing sunglasses, but they're still good. Like he could be wearing like an old school 90s visor that's kind of, instead of black, it's kind of like yellow instead. It's kind of what it looks like. Hannah,
They haven't
give us
released
Crocodile.
they haven't released the shiny in Pokemon Go yet, have they?
No, they have not.
They have not. Okay.
No, they have not.
Crocodile. It evolves from Crocoroc.
Nope.
Kakarot?
Nope. Not Rotocrot, not Crotrot, whatever it was you was about to say.
Starting at level 40. It's the final form of Sandile. It's a crocodilian. I have never said that word. That is
What is the
crocodilian.
dealian with crocodilians?
Crocodile is a crocodilian
Crocodile?
Pokemon.
He's not a frog.
Crocodile. How do you say it again?
Crocodile.
Crocodile. That's what I said.
No, I'm fucking with you. It's Crocodile because he's a crook. He's a shady
He's a
individual.
burglar.
Oh,
He came from Florida and West Virginia, respectively.
I get it now.
He's a parent from
Okay.
each.
Okay.
Wayne, I just
I
want to point
lost
out that too many states poke fun at your state for having the most insane crimes. At least some of your insane crimes are fun. And,
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I
to
love-
the point where you've managed to make a whole segment of your podcast about them. I would like to point out that most of West Virginia crimes are sad and involve meth, but minus the fun. I think it's because we don't have crocodiles or alligators, rather.
It could be the differentiator there, but I do think that in defense of the folks who are committing the crimes, I think they are always having fun no matter where they're at.
That's fair.
When meth is involved, I think the fear of crocodiles in our state is what pushes people to the
Right
heightened
over
state
the
of crime.
edge.
Yep.
I think I would like to start living my life now from here on out, like it's my last. And I'm going to go full Florida man. And I think I'm just going to take my shirt off, strap an AR-15 to my back, and walk down to the grocery store and just rob it,
Depending on
use
what
the money to buy a soda,
Yeah.
one soda, then go back and say, like, the soda machine's not taking my change. Can you give me a different dollar, please? And then be really weirded out that the police came to arrest me.
And then you got to throw the soda at your partner.
Then my head looks
Or
like a
your
giant
mom.
potato, and then I physically assault my mother.
And
What was that
that's how
guy's
you-
name?
Huh?
Oh, what was that guy's name? It was on an episode of Florida Man. Oh, I can't remember. Oh, it was in the Villages. He had a look. Wayne, you lost your mind when you saw him.
Yes, Mr. Fudge.
Mr. Fudge. That's it. I was wanting to say Mr. Pickle, but I knew that couldn't be right.
Close, Mr. Fudge. Yep.
Hannah, continue.
Okay.
Sidetrack.
Yeah, totally. Crocodile has been known as the bully of the sands. It uses the sandy terrain as cover to patiently wait for prey to pass by, even throughout the day without rest. Crocodile can swim through the desert sands as if they were water. Not even a thick metal plate is able to withstand Crocodile's strong bite.
Hmm.
I'm scrolling down for the trivia. It's like his shiny's pretty cool too. He's based on crocodiles. We've already gathered that. In line with its dark type and its names, it may be also based on a gang leader or simply a criminal, as the markings around its eyes bear a great resemblance to triangular sunglasses. So you forgot a gang leader.
Full
Bret.
stop. Crocodile. A+ Pokemon. It is awesome. It has all the design features that we want in Pokemon. The original form is super cute. It totally reads as like a cute kind of almost baby Pokemon. The second evolution is kind of forgettable, and then the third evolution fucking is super cool. It fits all the criteria. Shiny's great. It's just all around great Pokemon.
Mhm.
Hannah,
It is a good one.
Wayne,
Awesome.
yeah. I mean,
How do you tell the difference between an alligator and a crocodile?
oh no, you told me this once, and I was so upset I committed suicide, and then the occult brought me back. But that's a different story. Wayne, do you know what she wants to say?
I've never heard it before. I'm waiting anxiously though. I'm gonna use it as soon as you say it. I promise you, I'm gonna steal it.
One will see you later, and the other will see you in a while.
100%.
So stupid.
100%.
So stupid.
And that is my favorite joke.
That's the kind of stuff that we have to put on the FMoFMoP Kid show, though.
Do you know what my favorite?
Yes, you
joke
can totally
is?
have it.
Wayne, you can have this joke. I read it in a joke book when I was a child, and it literally etched itself into my brain, and I'm not allowed to forget it ever.
Yeah.
Why did the ducks get kicked off the farm?
Why?
Because they didn't pay their duck bills.
I love it.
Yeah.
100%.
It's literally
wholesome.
a childhood joke book that I read, and that one joke never left my mind. I cannot get away from it.
Didn't Josh bring some kind of joke book or something, or am I just having like a fever dream?
I think he did at one point in time.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
Okay.
all of Josh's appearances on Florida Men is a fever dream.
we never know what to expect. That's the fun part. So a joke book isn't a joke book. Actually, sounds relatively tame for Josh.
Wow.
I want to see him like totally uncensored. There's sometimes like, because you guys, I know you have to beep your show, but sometimes I'm
Yeah.
like, I really wish I knew what he said.
Oh, you know what, Wayne? You have the kids show. Next,
Right.
you got to do the After Dark show.
The grown up. Now, I will say this: Cameron on our Patreon live stream, Cameron does do kind of the more grown up
Oh, the
headlines,
naughty. He does the
And-
naughty bits.
naughty headlines, and we
Cameron's
let
so naughty.
we turn Josh loose.
I see.
So
I
for
see
somebody-
Cameron's face, and I see a naughty baddie.
100%.
So somebody who
Yeah.
has not used Patreon,
Yeah.
are you able to go back and listen to those recordings?
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
They're there permanently. So yeah.
Well, I guess I might just have to.
Word of warning, Hannah.
out some money.
If you get
Huh.
into that Patreon train, it's so easy to get carried away. Because a few dollars here and there stack up. But by all means,
Someone
it's a
told me
great
the
way
other
to
day.
support.
Yeah, someone told me the other day we were talking about Patreon subscriptions, and she goes, I don't have as many subscriptions as I used to. I've got it down to like 26 shows. And I
It
was like, what?
adds
Dude?
up.
That's like all the, cable streaming combined.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But well deserved. So yeah, by all means, join the Florida Men Patreon if you want to see After Darkrai appear as a segment without Hannah or myself, and it's just called Florida Men After Dark. But we'll still claim credit for it either way. We got to get to the final segment of the show, guys. I'm so sorry
Okay.
to rush us along, but this is a little fan favorite segment that we have not done in about a month because we, quite frankly, fucking loved it so much that we murdered it several weeks in a row. But it's the return of Pseudo Would You Rather. Thank you, Optimus Prime. So these pseudo would Hannah,
Just breathe.
say it,
just
please.
breathe.
Say it for me.
Huh? Pseudo would you rather?
Pseudo Would You Rathers are ripped straight in honor of Wayne and the Florida Men from their headlines. So
Come on.
let's go here. Hannah and Wayne, you guys are up to bat. So Hannah, you subjected me to West Virginia trivia torture. Here you go. Pseudo Would You Rather get attacked by a squirrel while taking a selfie and having it uploaded to the internet, or sacrifice a goat and drink its blood to become a senator?
Oh my God.
Wow. Because that, if you had to add the senator part, because I can make a lot of changes. And not the Marjorie Taylor Greene kind of changes. I don't know. I think the squirrel, being a senator sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah. Wayne?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the squirrel. I think if the internet found out I sacrificed a goat, it would just be all over for me. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with the squirrel.
Could not bear myself to look in that goat's weird little shaped eyeballs and be like, sorry, little cutie, I got to drink your blood.
Yeah,
but,
I gotta be a senator.
Both things occurred in Florida.
Yeah.
Suda, would you rather work a fast food drive-through and get tipped in the form of alligators, or have to karate fight a pack of swans?
Oof.
I would do the alligator. Swans are assholes.
Because the alligator would be an in passing moment, whereas the swans would make sure that you never forget the mistake you made.
I'm going with the swans personally because I feel like that'd be
Really?
a badass thing to put on your Tinder profile.
I'd love to watch it. I'd love to see it happen.
Hey, it's content, baby.
Yeah, I
Bret
know.
fights swan. Well, Bret gets ass kicked by swans in memoriam.
Right.
Suda, would you rather have to put out your former lover's house fire with pasta sauce, or be brutally physically assaulted with fried chicken by your current lover? So, on the one hand, you have your ex's house, which is on fire. You have to put it out with pasta sauce. Keep in mind they're your ex. Or your current lover, they physically assault you with fried chicken.
What kind of
Mm.
pasta sauce is it?
What the fuck, Hannah? I don't know. Red.
Where's the fried chicken from?
I don't know, Hannah.
Red
They
is
didn't
not.
specify a restaurant in the article.
Well, these are.
You
Well,
did the
I guess
gourmet
they're not
though, so it's
theoretical.
fancy sauce.
Yeah.
I'll kick things off here. I'm going with the
Okay.
fried chicken by my current lover. As much as I harbor no ill will towards any of my exes, for the most part, putting out their house fire with pasta sauce seems like an impossible task. Although it potentially smell really good.
Well, and plus then you would be blamed because I think it's probably impossible to put it out with pasta sauce. So then when the house inevitably burns down, they're going to blame you for letting it happen.
But also, like the fried chicken one, like, yeah, they're throwing fried chicken at you, but then when cooler heads arrive, now you suddenly got dinner. It's ready.
That's right.
Right there.
But where did she get the fried chicken? Or
I
he?
don't know, Hannah.
Gourmet.
Like, could you catch
fried
it in your
chicken.
mouth?
I guess so. If they're trying to beat you with the drumstick, I guess.
Yeah,
you
just
can-
try to catch it, like
Yeah.
Pac-Man.
Yeah.
I'll go with fried chicken.
Suda, would you rather dance naked and catch on fire to celebrate the solstice, or get arrested dancing on cop cars to ward off vampires?
Well, vampires are pretty
No, you're
What do you
dancing
mean?
on cop cars to ward away the vampires.
right.
Right.
Like, you got to keep the vampires away.
On the other hand, you could dance naked and catch on fire to celebrate the solstice in the privacy of your own home.
That's
I
true.
I would never want to be on fire. I think being caught on fire would be the worst. I'll dance on the cop cars.
Maybe you
to
told a lie.
Get rid of the
And your
vampires.
pants are on fire because liar, liar. That's what happens. That's what you fucking
Every time
do.
I dance, I catch fire. So
Yeah, there you go. Well, there you go.
that's a Tuesday night for me. So I'm going to go with on the cop car just because I'm an activist.
There you go. There you go. Suda, would you rather perform the greatest pigeon heist in history, or save the countless droves of abandoned homeless bees?
Oh, the bees.
What was the first one?
Perform the greatest pigeon heist in history,
Wow.
By Mike Tyson.
or save the countless droves of abandoned homeless bees.
I'm going to do the pigeon heist. Still me some birds.
Good. I was gonna do the Mission Impossible theme, and I immediately almost went to like fucking Night Court. Da da dum dum.
Dum, dum, dum.
Night court.
Pigeon. Wayne's got like the rope around his waist, and he's like,
Just carrying them
Lower
all.
down.
Just like boxes of pigeons.
yeah, you got a contortionist and like a fucking Amazon package out front to help you like get in through the front door.
100%.
Oh,
I
man,
want to know
heist.
I want to know the OG story behind the pigeon heist.
I'll get with you later on that if I can
Yeah.
locate it. I do remember the bees story. It was a gentleman whose neighbor had a couple of hives of bees, and he thought that they were abandoned and homeless, is what he told the police, and he stole the bees. So I guess he just walked up to some beehives and
He wanted
shoved
to
in his
find them a
pants.
home.
Yeah, and stole the bees.
Right.
Suda, would you rather steal a train and get away with it scot-free, or
Remember this one.
try to steal a scientist who could make your dog immortal?
Oh.
Come on.
So if the dog's immortal, does he still age or does he stay where he's at?
I said you try to steal a scientist who could make your dog immortal.
Okay. But does your dog still age?
Basically, there was a headline where a Florida man kidnapped a scientist to make his dog immortal, which quite honestly is low-key the sweetest
Okay,
thing
so
I've
we
ever
don't
heard.
have the power to do that.
But it's a thought that counts, though.
The question is what I said, Hannah.
I would totally steal a train
Same.
and get away with it. And I do remember that headline.
I would totally
Did that happen
to make my dog
twice?
immortal. We're part of the pod dog. Okay. Hello, pod dog. Like you best believe I'm trying to make my dog immortal. It'd be great.
It absolutely would. No, I think the guy that stole the train also, I think the kick was they never found him or never found the train. That was so confusing. So I was like, train tracks go somewhere.
Yeah. Like what?
You know where they end?
Like, can a helicopter pick up a train? Like, I'm so confused. How?
I mean, I wouldn't see why not.
Happened. Like, it makes no. It sounds like a government conspiracy cover up, as far as I'm concerned. What was on that train? Like, what do they want? Like, what did they make?
Free healthcare.
Oh, that's where it's been hiding.
Yep.
Equal rights for every human being in the world.
On a stolen train.
And now it's sitting in Jed's backyard somewhere with like fucking palm fronds on top of it to hide it from the helicopters. All right, one more. This last one has a Florida headline and a West Virginia headline. So this is a fun bonus if you can guess which one is which. So would you rather fight against the plague that is childhood obesity by burning a Little Debbie truck to the ground, or settle a parking dispute with a flamethrower?
Whoa.
Okay.
Huh.
I think I know which is which, but one, I will go for the flamethrower.
Okay.
Yeah,
I want a flamethrower
because I don't have the self-control to burn a Little Debbie truck. I would hijack it and take it back home. So I'm gonna go with the flamethrower.
Here, so I know Wayne is totally, it's on record now, he's pro carjacking, but
Yes.
I would burn the Little Debbie truck to cinders, but just
to
the
fight
truck.
childhood obesity.
Here's the rub. It's kind of like the Great Train Heist. They'll be like, oh, all those poor Debbie, like Little Debbie snake cake snacks in there,
Snakes,
fucking little snake snacks. They burned away, but meanwhile I'm like running out the other side of the room, wherever that truck is. I don't know what room it's in, but I'm running out the other room with a big sack full of Debbie cakes and you know, zebra cakes, Swiss rolls, oatmeal cream pies, the giant kinds, right? We ain't fucking around. Nutty Buddy.
I like to imagine you with the old-fashioned burglar bag over your shoulder, like with all the sneaking through the
People see me and I just
it's an old-fashioned poke.
There you go.
So
Come
which one is
on.
West Virginia and which one is Florida?
I would say the Little Debbie truck is West Virginia and the flamethrower is Florida.
Ooh,
Wayne?
I'm gonna go opposite. I haven't heard the thrower story, so I'm gonna go the opposite.
So the Little Debbie truck was West Virginia and the flamethrower parking dispute was Florida.
No way.
The only reason I guess that is because West Virginia is like the #1 in obesity.
And also we love Little Debbie.
So good, dude.
That's the only way
And
I
folks,
thought of
that's
that one.
pseudo would you rather. I'm looking
I
at
still
it
want
right
a
now.
flamethrower.
West Virginia man sets Little Debbie truck on fire, pleads guilty.
Where was that at? Was that in Charleston?
It was in Parkersburg.
It was in Parkersburg. Oh god.
Yeah. Thank you so much for listening. You can follow us on Instagram at InstapodDog, Twitter at After Darkrai. You can follow Hannah to bed at night. Or you can check out the description.
Don't do that.
We got a brand new link tree where you can just go and find all the links to all of our shows, Twitch, fucking YouTube, fucking merch store, all that stupid shit that you don't care about is down there. But I'm obligated and contractually obligated to say it. Wayne, where can the people find you physically? Where can they come find you? Give you a big, huge hug.
Come on.
High five. What do you want the people to know?
I want them to come to my house. Give me a hug. No, I
At 756
555
555
High five. Yeah, all of our
Lane.
all of our socials are F as in Frank, FMoFM podcast. So it's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. But if you just Google search Florida Man on Florida Man podcast, you'll find your way home. It's a lot of fun.
So if you listen to this show and you're interested in listening to a good show that's actually funny, you are going to love the Florida Men. They are an absolute delight every time they pop into my feed every single week. And Wayne, thank you so much for joining us.
Dude, thank you guys so much.
It was a joy to have you. We'll have to make it sooner than a year before we have you.
Sorry, I just pulled up that Mr. Fudge story and oh my God.
now you're not going to sleep.
What a way to end the show, folks. We'll see you next time. And Wayne, why don't you do the honors? We do a little thing at the end of every episode. So you start with after you something relevant.
What? After you wake up in the morning and take a shower in the mud.
Hannah?
Darkrai will come and slap you in the butt.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
So,
this story is so sad.
Right.
Of course, it sounds like he beat up his 65-year-old mother.
Yeah. What a way. Terrible. This is what people want to hear at the very end before for the end bit, like at the very end, to make them laugh. Like one final dying gasp of a laugh at the end of the show. They hear about Mr. Fudge beating up his 60 elderly mother. So thanks, Hannah.
Mr. Fudge is the stuff from horror movies, man. That guy is terrifying.
So I thought what would be fun for the end bit is we didn't get a chance to get to, because we just ran kind of long. So real quick, Wayne, I'm going to give you a list of animals and you tell me who will win a fight. This is Florida animals versus West Virginia state animals.
Yes.
So your state animal is the Florida panther versus the West Virginia state animal, the black bear.
Wow, black bear all the way. Way stronger.
Oh, Hannah?
Way stronger.
Rapid fire.
Panther. Black
Okay.
Panther.
The state beverage.
Wakanda forever.
The state beverage of Florida. Hey, in theaters this fall. The state beverage of Florida is orange juice versus the state bird of West Virginia, which is the cardinal.
Orange juice versus the cardinal. Yeah. The orange juice wins because of the acidity. I think so. Melts the bird.
What does that have to do with anything? I'll go with the orange juice. Pulp free too. If it's pulp.
All right. I just want to point out you picked Florida twice in a row, Schrader. Come
on.
The Florida state bird is the mockingbird versus the West Virginia state fish, the brook trout.
Ooh.
The brook trout.
Mm-hmm.
If it's radioactive, probably the brook trout.
I'm gonna go trout either way. I think the trout, tail slaps the mockingbird. Easy.
Fine.
TKO.
The Florida state marine mammal is the manatee versus the West Virginia state insect, the honeybee.
Ooh.
Aren't manatees kind of docile?
This is the stupidest thing I've ever.
They're very docile, but they're just massive creatures.
They're also underwater.
Yeah, so no matter how hard the bee tries,
well, they got to come up for air eventually, and that bee is like fucking waiting on them.
They do.
He's just angry.
Well, okay, manatees don't fly, but they do jump out of the water.
Bullshit.
So, yeah,
find a video and send it to me.
They do jump out of the water.
All right, last one. The Florida state reptile is the American alligator. Versus the West Virginia state butterfly, the monarch butterfly.
Come on. Monarch butterfly all the way.
Oh my goodness.
Beauty and grace.
The alligator doesn't even know it's there.
No idea. Alligators are surprisingly docile as well, but I think the monarch butterfly wins just on
Hannah.
I picked the monarch butterfly, and I guarantee you Disney will make this into a movie.
Yeah, the
monarch
alligator is
butterfly,
always the villain.
Yeah. And then they become best friends in the end, and they learn a life lesson.
Come on.
I learned a life lesson here. I love you both. Bye.